Hi, in this video we're going to be taking a look at how to do smoother chord changes. A big problem for beginners is getting that nice smooth transition between chords. What's interesting is for a beginner, when you play the chord, you can be playing along quite nicely, 1, 2, 3, 4, then to make the jump to another chord, we almost take our hand completely off the guitar and then hope and pray that we're going to hit all the 3 notes of the next chord all at the same time. So that's where one of the problem lies. So let's take a close-up of the guitar neck to see how we're going to get over that. So for example, if we were moving from a D chord to a G chord, the mistake that we can make is as we've strummed D, then as we go to G, we can take our hand off, then think about, oh, what is a G chord? And then hopefully get all of them 4 fingers down all at the same time. But we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is we're going to go from D. We're going to think, oh, this finger here is going to stay where it is. So we take these ones off. Our little finger is going to come down there on the 3rd fret of the high E, which leaves us with these 2 fingers. The first going to the 2nd fret of A, and this one going to the 3rd fret of the G. So we've broke that up into 3 movements. From that D, take them 2 fingers off, little finger down, which leaves these 2 to then fall into place like that. So repeat that, go from that, do it in slow motion, take them fingers off, that one down, them 2 fall into place. Now if we repeat that 10 times, the reason being, many times when we're learning a chord progression, we can be going through a sequence of different chords and we never really concentrate on the smooth transition from one chord to another. So as we do that, them fingers off, that one down. If we keep doing that, it will eventually get quicker. Many times if we do something once or twice we think that's enough, but if we repeat that 10 times, the speed aspect of it will fall into place all by itself. Really the rule is speed is a byproduct of doing something repeatedly slowly. So if we slowly do something repeatedly over and over and over again, it will gradually by itself get faster. So instead of falling into the trap of taking our hand completely off the guitar, then hoping and praying that we're going to get there all in one go, we're doing it in stages, so we have a plan. If, for example, we were moving from, an example I had the other day where the student was moving from a G to a B7, where there's a complete change there, and he was finding B7 difficult to do anywhere, even by itself. So in this case, what I would suggest is we've gone from a G, then to get the B7, all I'm thinking about is getting this first finger to go to the 1st fret of the D string. And I'm not going to think about anything else. I'm just going to go and move straight to there. That leaves the hand hanging in that position where I can put my middle finger on the 2nd fret of A, ring finger on the 2nd fret of G, little finger falls into place. Now this student repeated that, like I said, 10 times. First finger there, and he had it almost straight away. Vast improvement with almost immediate effect. So again, from G, that first finger is moving there to the 1st fret of the D. Then place your other fingers in position, and if we repeat that, we will eventually get get quicker. Don't fall into the trap as well is when we've actually getting to the desired chord, that if there's a little bit of a buzz on one string, that we then spend half an hour trying to correct that and waggle our fingers. Although we want clearer chords, when you're practicing, either practice the changes or practice getting the chord clearer, not both at the same time. Otherwise the desired repeating the smooth transition from one chord to another gets lost in trying to perfect the chord, if that makes sense. Another example, for example, if we were going from the E chord to A, like that. Again, in that position, we're going from E. We don't want to then take our whole hand off and start thinking, where do my fingers go for an A? We're going to think, we're going to move them two fingers along a one, then put the little finger down. Which might be simple, but so we're doing it in 2 stages almost. Move them fingers along, that little finger down. As we said before, repeat 10 times. In a similar way, if we went from, say, a C to a D minor, like that, holding the C down, we're going to think, right, first thing to do, this first finger is going to move along to the first fret of high E. That leaves these two fingers in the nice position to hover over the desired strings and frets. So our ring finger on the 3rd fret of B, middle finger 2nd fret of the G. So again, from C, that finger's made the decision to jump to there, and then them fingers come down. So again, we've divided that into 2 movements as opposed to trying to do 1 movement of everything at the same time. So as always, thank you for watching, and I hope that helps you be able to do smoother chord changes.